All right, Whit, this week we're headed to New England. Got a little Patriots versus Jets. Jets on a two-week win streak with his huge. You called the one last week, which was awesome. You said, look at this. They're going to trade their best players, and they're going to have one of these rebounds where all of a sudden they're going to play out of their minds. A couple special teams touchdowns helped that one out for sure. But I think we've seen that story happen before. Now let's see if they can do it 3 games in a row. I'm excited about the game. I'm more excited to see Brady. Got to check in. We'll go over to Brady's dorm. We'll check in. We'll see how clean it is. We'll see if he's cleaned his sheets yet. He's probably wearing the same sweatshirt, hat, and sweatpants he's been wearing all semester, but we got to check in. I mean, he's a freshman. He's almost through the first semester already.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, there's a lot that goes on in the fall of your first year in college. I mean, I kind of want to see how he's adapting, man. I want to see how he's adapting. I want to meet his friends. Hopefully I get a chance to meet the roommates. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Shout out to Arjun.
Arjun, what up, baby? I want to meet the circle. You know, you got to know the circle he's hanging out with. Get a little idea of what we're doing, boys. I want to know what we're into. You know what I mean?
Here's actually what I'm excited about for you, because I think it was 2 years ago, maybe. It was the first time you'd ever been on a subway. We went on the T. I was very proud of you. But when we had that trip, we went into Annenberg, which is the freshman dining hall, which is the one that looks like Hogwarts, and we got kicked out. And so now that Brady's got a swipe card, we can go eat at Annenberg.
We're in, baby.
We're in. So we can check out the meal. We can they have the ice cream, the soft serve there. So we're going to be able to either do I don't know if it's going to be a lunch, a dinner, or a brunch on Friday morning, but I will get you in at Annenberg and we'll be able to have a meal. I mean, I'm paying enough for this food, so hopefully we'll get it for free. But
hopefully it's up to standards.
Oh,
speaking of up to standards, Fitz, when you look at this game and you talk Patriots Jets, talk to me about Drake Maye. Are you excited to watch this guy up close and personal? What is it about him that what you think is looking promising?
It's been incredible to watch him this year. I think the first thing that jumps out at you is the way that he's thrown the deep ball this year. Historical pace, unbelievable, unprecedented. His accuracy down the field, 20-plus yards, has been great. I think going into this year, what we were excited about, Vrabel became the head coach. He made Josh McDaniels the offensive coordinator. Steph Diggs was going to be coming off an injury and healthy to give him a bona fide number 1 receiver. I don't know. I think preseason-wise, people thought they had a chance at the playoffs this year, but I don't think anybody predicted this. I don't even know if Mike Vrabel could have predicted this. The start they've been on, beating the Bills at home, the only team to do it in the last 12 attempts in Buffalo, and then the impressive win against the Bucs. This team, yes, they have a soft schedule. Yes, they've beat the teams that now they're supposed to beat, but the teams that have showed up on their schedule that you think, okay, well, here might be the regression, they just continue to impress with Drake Maye. The thing I want to see more from him, that he's just, the amazing thing is he can continue to get better, taking a lot of sacks the last few games. Every now and again, if he's unsure of where the ball is going, his first inclination is to kind of hold on to it. Great thing about that, not a ton of turnovers from him this year, but that's something as they continue to get going in this offense that you're going to see him get better and better. And the other thing I'll say, we got to see this offense operated at the highest level it'll ever be operated at with Tom Brady and Josh McDaniel and the relationship they had and how far along Tom was at the end of his career. Drake is in the infancy of this offense. He's essentially on level 1. If we've got the 10 levels with all the building blocks, he is just learning this thing, and the guys around him are just learning it. So that's why it's been really impressive for me this year to see not just the success, but the sustained success week after week with Drake.
Yeah, and I think when you look at the 2 head coaches, you look at where Vrabel's at. He's having this experience already of being a head coach and the impact he had in Tennessee. You see how fast he's able to really impact New England, a place where he played and had a huge impact as a player, and really has a locker room that's sold on the energy, the culture, and really the mentality that Mike Vrabel brings to your team and what he wants to play like. You see that there is a full commitment to that style of football. And on the other side, you have Aaron Glenn, who we got a chance to spend some time with at the owners' meetings last year. What an amazing dude. Just the vibes, the words that come out of his mouth, you can tell there is a passion and an energy to play football the right way, the way he played it. It's like he's still on that journey of finding who are the guys that want to commit to that style, that identity, and who we are. And I think that those trades trades really speak to that. Not that, Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams weren't great players, but hey, I want to make sure that really the starting point is we have draft picks, we have the ability, money-wise, cap-wise, everything, to go and keep adding players that are going to buy into who we are and who we are going to be every single week. And that's not a crack on them or get diss on those guys, but it's more of, hey, I want to make sure I'm the voice, I'm the leader, and this is the mantra that we're going to go forward with. And I also think it shows Jets leadership is fully saying, hey, we're going to give the control to Aaron Glenn, and we're going to say, hey, man, we're going to trade away a couple of our good players, and we're going to say, hey, this is your show, your culture, you build it. We're going to give you a real shot to create an identity like what Mike Vrabel's been able to do. So I think it's going to be interesting to see, can they continue this? These last couple of weeks, there's been a stride there. When you're scoring special teams touchdowns, when you're doing some of the things they've done, you can tell there's a buy-in. And so I want to see how long can this buy-in last, and really without some of the great players they have, can they continue throughout this season to show that identity? We think of how long it took Dan Campbell to get the Lions to play that way. There was a down time there when people thought, man, this isn't working. You would imagine he's going to copycat that mentality. And so I'm interested to see the New York Jets team that shows up on Thursday night, because one thing we have seen on Thursday nights this week, Fitz, these division matchups, it doesn't matter. Throw the record out, throw whatever you think is going to happen out. It's about who shows up on Thursday night with a willingness to go play football the way it's supposed to be played and can execute the best. And that's really what's going to matter.
We started out the season so great in terms of the games, and we've had a few duds the last few weeks, Whit. So this would be nice to get back going again. What was interesting about last week, we start off the week with a 10-7 game, and then, of course, it gets bookended with a 10-7 game, Green Bay and Philadelphia, which was funny. But our schedule, Whit, I was just looking at it. So, look, I'm excited for this week, in Jets-Patriots division game, but I get to go to Boston and see Brady. That's added for me. But then, our schedule after this, Buffalo at Houston, Chicago at Philadelphia for Black Friday football, Dallas at Detroit, Atlanta at Tampa, LA at Seattle. I know you've got an interest in that one. We've got Denver at Kansas City on Christmas, which that could be for all the marbles in that division, right? And then we've got our wild card game. So it's after this game, every single week there's a storyline that I'm looking forward to. So thank you again to the NFL
playoff
for that
implications.
Season. Yeah,
I mean every single week is going to be that. It's going to be, man, every one of these games is going to dictate playoff implications in a big way. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll tell you what.